Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something a little bit different. We're looking at the 1976 release by the Famosa, and it was part of their series of 18-inch walking dolls. And this particular doll is the Begona. And it is the doll in the flowery dress, and as she walks she moves her arms as she walks along. Now this was a whole series of dolls that they produced, and it's a Spanish company actually, incidentally, Famosa, and they started producing dolls back in 1957, and this was one of their first series of walking dolls from 1976, and then I think they produced about 6 in the series, and this particular one is of the little girl with the flowery dress. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in, and it says at the top, Nunecas Famosa. I'm not quite sure what that means. It says, I move my arms as I walk, as you can see on the front of the box here, and the same in 3 different languages, and you've got the Begona name at the bottom there. Okay, so that is the front of the box. I don't think there's anything on the sides other than just flowers, and there's nothing on the back. The back is just white with the peg that holds the doll in position. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to open the box and we're going to have a look at the doll, and what we'll do is we'll even put some batteries in and see if it still functions, which would be an achievement 50 years on, but let's see. Okay, so I've removed the doll from the box, and there you can see her in all her glory. I'm just going to lift the camera and move in so you can have a good look at her facial features. She is a very pretty little doll, and it is the usual real style hair. The eyes are the ones that close down and open again. So it is the old 1970s style doll, as you can see, and there she is in her flowery dress, all looking very pretty, and her little shoes at the bottom all getting ready to go out. And that's the front. If I just turn her around to the back, again you can see her long flowing blonde hair, her dress flowing at the bottom, and there's the back of her shoes down the back there. And again there's a side view. See, she stands very well unaided, and she got her arms are in one position at the moment, but we're going to put some batteries in her in a moment and see how she walks and see if she still functions. Okay, let's do that now. I'm just going to go off and put some batteries in, and then I'll be back in a minute and we'll see if she still walks. Okay, so I've put some batteries in her, and you can see that she's walking, and her arms are moving and her legs are moving. So she does still walk. It's just one of the big HP2 batteries that you use, and she walks towards you or walks away. Her arms move from side to side, as you can see. Great little doll from the 1970s. Really, it's quite fun actually. Very little pigeon steps she takes, but she's, if I put her that way, because she walks towards you. So nicely little doll walking along, really nicely done from the 1970s. Terrific doll, really. I think she's lovely. She would be, I think my granddaughter would absolutely love to have a little baby dolly like this one. So really good functioning. I'm surprised that the motor's still working after 50 years, but she is absolutely amazing. I'm just going to turn her off because there is a little button. I'm just going to show you the button at the back there, which just slides off. I just can't get into it at the moment. I'm just going to do it off camera. Okay, so I've just turned the button off. I'm just going to lay it down and show you where the buttons are. So on her back there, this is the button at the top here. And you need to push it right to the left-hand side to turn it off, and right over to the right-hand side to turn it on. The battery compartment is just held in here, so you just move that to the side, and I can't get my finger in there now, actually. So you need a little screwdriver to put in there and hook out the box. the doorway, if you like, and then you can put your battery in. So I've inserted the battery in there. I've loosened her dress actually, so I would just have to tighten that up in a second. But you can see, great doll. Moves wonderful, still works after nearly 50 years, which is incredible really. So the quality and craftsmanship of these dolls from 50 years ago is absolutely amazing, I think. The fact that it's still working. The doll is in fabulous condition. All her hair is there, her arms still work, her legs still move. It's a lovely looking dress as well, which is all nice, still nice and clean. She appears to have been in the box for most of her life. I don't know the history of this. This was part of a collection that we bought from a elderly couple that have been collecting different things over the course of the years. And as they retired, they wanted to sell up and move away. So we were fortunate enough to buy out all their merchandise. And this was amongst their items, and obviously still in the box. Yeah, in full working condition. Absolutely splendid item. And really moves very well. I think you can remove the arms if you wanted to clean her, to take the dress off or what have you, from what the lady told me who we got the doll from, so which she did do. She said she'd taken the dress off and washed it a few times and put it back on. She used to have it on display in one of her bedrooms where she had a collection of dolls, and a few of which we've already done videos for. And there's a couple more that we still have to do, but we did buy out her a collection of dolls amongst lots of other items that they had collected over the years. Okay, so how well did this particular doll do back in 1976? Well, this was a Spanish doll. I don't think they were overly sold in the UK. I'm not quite sure how they did in Spain. But over here in the UK, you very rarely see them. They do occasionally pop up from time to time, but not very often, especially not like this one. In fact, well, we'll come to that in a moment, but I would imagine, because of the company still going, that they would have produced a certain amount of these dolls, and they would have sold them and continued to sell dolls, because the company's been running since 1957. So, you know, you're talking 77 years, and still going strong. So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously they're doing something right, and they're producing what the market wants. Now, let's move forward to 2024, which is where we are today. So we're moving forward 47 years. Do these dolls come up very often on the platforms? Well, you see some of these dolls come up on the platforms. I did have a look on the platforms to see if I could see this particular one, and I couldn't find this particular one anywhere. There was a lot of the Famosa dolls that was, well, I say a lot, there was a handful of the Famosa dolls on the platforms. Most of them, in fact, I don't think I saw another one that was battery operated and would move as this one does. I think most of them were just the standard dolls, not the movable ones. So this particular doll, I think, is very rare and very few and far between. And again, I do think that these dolls were made for the time, and they weren't expected to last this amount of years. 57 years on, I mean, 47 years on, this doll was probably never expected to go that far. But here we are, from 76 to 2024, almost 2025. And the doll is still in superb condition and fully working, which is an achievement that you just don't see with in dolls these days. They just don't last. But there we are. The quality of these particular dolls back in the day was so good that this particular one has survived the test of time and is still in absolutely fabulous condition. But like I say, I couldn't find any of these on the platforms. This particular doll, I couldn't find it anywhere on any platform, and I searched back a year and couldn't see anything. As I say, I found a few that were non-battery operated, that were just the standard dolls, but this particular style couldn't find at all. However, we at Midas Touch do have this one particular doll available. It's the only one we have, and it is today available on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage dolls and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned. Keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful vintage doll with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.